Hey guys, it's Gabi Koyenov, and welcome. Today I wanted to talk about the fact that I passed 100 subscribers. That's a huge milestone, and I'm really happy. I know it seems like 100 is a very small amount, and more than half of you are my friends and family, so thank you for being good friends and family. But there's a good many of new random strangers that have decided to subscribe to my channel for whatever reason. And as a beginner YouTuber, it's not like expected. I think we've become accustomed to seeing channels with like 10,000, 100,000, maybe even a million subscribers, and that's just kind of like the norm. But starting out as a YouTuber, like anyone could really do it. So 100 random people that are subscribed to you is a pretty big deal. And then having a few hundred views on each video, it's like beyond just friends and family for sure. And my biggest video that I put out had recently is like 1,200, I think, views, which is crazy. 1,200 people actually, I'm sorry, 2,200 people clicked the video that I put out. So that's just crazy. Even if they're not watching the whole thing, and they're just watching parts of it, maybe getting a little bit. It's fascinating. It's really cool, and I'm really grateful to all of you that watch and enjoy it and take some value out of it. It's really enlightening and eye-opening to see the kind of impact that people could have, and like ordinary people, and how you could kind of put yourself out there and do amazing things in today's day and age with technology and just being able to like spread it out. And I guess it's also a double-edged sword. It's for good and for bad. And, with that comes responsibility where you have to really monitor what you put out there. Okay, so today I wanted to just talk about what it took for me to get started with my YouTube video, what I bought, how much it costed me. I thought that would be a fun thing to talk about in the video. So getting started, I have a tripod light that holds my phone, which is on the table that I'm sitting on, and it points a light at me. And just to show you the difference of what this vlogging light does, here we go. It's on now. Now it's off. Now it's back on. No, I'm joking. It's not that bright, but yeah, that costed me $30. I think it's definitely worth it. As you can see, there's like a big difference with the light on versus not, and it's like a direct focus light. I think if I would just have the lights overhead, it doesn't really do that great of a job lighting it up. It causes like weird shadows on the face, and it just looks weird. So that's the first thing. Another thing I bought was this mic, and this mic costed me $100. It's a blue Yeti mic, gorgeous. Cost me $100. And then I bought a 2-year warranty, which was a total scam for $10. I totally did not need the 2-year warranty. Waste of $10, in my personal opinion. Next thing I bought was a Storyblocks subscription. So Storyblocks is this awesome app. Not app, it's a website, I'm sorry. So a Storyblocks subscription costs $360 a year. I paid for it annually because I think if you pay for it month by month, it's like double the price, which is totally ridiculous. So I just ended up buying the annual subscription. So I do recommend a Storyblocks subscription if you have a YouTube channel and you just kind of want to spice things up with music or stock footage. You always just have that option. So it's more free range for your creativity. So obviously I highly recommend that. Another thing I did was I paid $60 to a friend for a 1-hour lesson. His name is Avner Fuzailov. He was definitely down to help me. But, I just wanted to pay him because, like, when you pay for something, they do it better, usually, than just doing it for free. I mean, you don't have to pay someone. You could definitely get a friend to just kind of teach you the basics of editing. But it's important. I think get someone that knows what they're doing that could actually teach you how to do it. So you just build that confidence and you have that confidence. And it's like you could always just kind of call them if you have any, like, quick editing tip. So they'll be able to help you out. And personally, I don't like annoying people, so obviously it's just much better to pay someone and it just becomes more of a professional thing. But anyways, I'm actually going to be having my friend Avner Fuzailov on my podcast, hopefully, which is starting soon. I bought podcast equipment, and that will be another video on how much I spent on my podcast. But moving forward, I bought an iPhone 11 Pro. That's what I'm shooting on. That iPhone 11 Pro was 256 gigabytes, and it cost me a fortune. It was $670. That was obviously very expensive. I didn't just buy it as a camera. I bought it for a phone also. So I was probably going to spend whatever, $400 or $500, let's say, on a phone. And then I just upgraded to the Pro, meaning put in the extra money so I could have the Pro, so I could have a better camera. I don't know how good the camera quality is relative to a regular iPhone 11 had I bought that. But anyways, long story short, my friend actually broke my iPhone in my recent trip to Texas, and I just bought an iPhone 12 Pro, and it's hopefully coming in the mail. But so we'll see if that gives me an extra camera upgrade on my videos. You'll let me know. Or I guess I'll figure out if it can tell a difference. Okay, and then the most expensive thing that I actually bought was this MacBook Pro. I got it. It was a MacBook M1 Pro. It's a 14-inch MacBook Pro. It costed me $2,000. And I got that. There was a slight discount. I got the terabyte version, and I had a slight... It was really $1,849, whatever, plus taxes came out to $2,000. I got a student discount. It was towards the end of my college degree, and I needed a new laptop. So I just wanted to kind of get the MacBook. I don't know. For the first few months, I didn't even use the MacBook for anything else aside for a little bit of school and just YouTubing, watching YouTube and just Netflix or whatever. I didn't really use it for much work. But then I use iMovie and GarageBand. I use those softwares a lot, especially for editing on YouTube and for recording. So that's whatever. So that's what I use, and I use this MacBook. I don't know. Obviously, I think with any of the equipment or things that I listed, you don't need any of those things. In theory, you could video with a very cheap phone. You don't need a Pro per se. You could just make the video and just start vlogging, postings. And I think a lot of being a beginner is getting yourself used to talking in front of a camera and just the basic beginner editing stuff, and figuring out just kind of how you speak and working a little bit with YouTube just to kind of get your feet wet and understand it. I think this is my personal theory, obviously. I haven't developed past a sort of beginner level yet, but I personally believe that if you post content consistently, eventually you kind of get comfortable, and if you have something to add, hopefully it's going to be good. You get better at your editing, you get better at advertising yourself, you get better at just speaking in front of a camera, so your product just becomes better and better. And if you post consistently, eventually people are just going to find you. You're going to have that one video that blows up, and then a second one, and then a third one, and then assuming you're putting out good content relatively consistently, I think you're basically going to be successful on YouTube. Obviously there's no guarantee, but you're just increasing your odds exponentially. If you put out a really good video that you think a lot of people are going to want to see, you yourself would want to see that, and you're just consistently putting it out, I honestly do believe it's just a matter of time before you catch on and before things blow up. So that's obviously my opinion. And you don't need, I obviously spent a lot of money on this equipment. This is not something that's a must for everyone to have this, and yeah. All right, let's the total cost. Okay, so the grand total of what it cost me to buy all of my equipment to start YouTube was $3,243.76. So $3,243.76. So obviously that's an absurd amount of money, and so the two most expensive things was the laptop and the phone. Subtracting those two, which I didn't exclusively buy for YouTube, that was $560. And the most expensive thing being the Storyblocks subscription. The second most expensive thing being the Blue Yeti mic. And again, you don't even need those things to get started on YouTube. There are plenty of actually free resources that you could use for stock footage and for music that you could get for free. I just kind of wanted the freedom of creativity, and I wanted to kind of incentivize and force myself to commit to doing it more often. So that's why I got the subscription to Storyblocks. And the mic, I just wanted a good quality mic, just to kind of test the audio. But there are actually mics. I think if I could go back and do it again, I think there are mics that you could connect directly to your phone and then put them onto your shirt and speak directly into them. And that way it just connects automatically to the video on your phone. That's probably how I would have gone, because this Blue Yeti mic is being recorded into my laptop. And then I take the video and I sync the audio and the video together. And it's just the extra tedious editing step, because for whatever reason, I do not know why, the audio compresses slightly. So I have to cut every few minutes and elongate and kind of move around the audio so that it matches and lip syncs with the video. But anyways, guys, Thank you so much for watching this video. I will be coming out with a podcast, an interview podcast. I'm very excited about this. I'm trying to line up guests, but I have equipment already, and it should be great. All right, guys, thank you.